Hello and welcome to the instructional video for changing a customer keypad on an ADA compliant Z-400 vending machine. Our first step will be to turn off the board's power. This is the switch on the far left of the power box. Next, you'll want to open the inner service door. This will expose all of the internal workings of the vending machine. The first step to taking out the customer keypad is removing the coin mech by removing the Phillips head screws located on the side of it. With all of our screws removed, we can now remove the coin mech. To do this, lift up and gently twist to the left. For now, you can just let the coin mech hang. Our customer keypad is held on by 4 5/16 nuts located on the inside of the vending machine's door. To remove our customer keypad, we're going to use a 5/16 socket and a long extension. You can use a power drill like I do, or a ratchet, whichever works best for you. With all of the nuts removed, we can now unhook the ribbon cable from the keypad. Simply pull the two heads apart and allow this ribbon cable to hang. We can then go around to the front of the machine and pull the customer keypad from its spot. Now that we have our old keypad removed, we're going to have to take the old faceplate off of the keypad so that it can be placed onto our new one. In order to do this, we're going to use a 3/16 drill bit. We'll use this drill bit to drill the tops off of each of the 4 rivets located on our old keypad. With all of our rivets drilled, our faceplate lifts right off of the old keypad. This is a good time to inspect it for rust or any other damage, and if there is, you can give it a sand and hit it with a spray paint can. This cleans it up nicely. Our old keypad can then be sent in for refurb. Taking our new keypad, we're going to install the faceplate on the top of it. You'll notice our keypad has a wider edge and a narrow edge. This wide edge goes toward the top of the keypad, like so. We now need to install the faceplate onto our new keypad. To do this, we're going to use 4 3/16 rivets. The new rivets may not fit through the keypad holes. If this happens, we simply take our 3/16 drill bit and just quickly go through each of the 4 holes. This will just ensure we have a nice fit with our rivets. As you can see, our rivets now go in the holes very easily. In order to install them, we're going to use our pair of riveting pliers. It's easiest to take the keypad and lay it on the edge of a table or a desk, and then place the rivets. You'll repeat this step for each of the additional holes. With all of our rivets in place, you'll notice that there's going to be excess rivet material on the back side of the keypad. If you examine your old one, you'll notice that this was ground down here at the factory. However, when working in the field, it's much easier. Just use a pair of side cutting pliers. We can use this to snip off the excess rivet material, leaving a clean finish, and it'll be much easier. With this finish, you can see we have a nice flush surface on the back of our keypad. We can now reinstall our keypad. Start by taking the end of the ribbon cable and feeding it through the slot in the front of the vending machine door. Once the ribbon cable is hanging through, we can then suspend the customer keypad on the 4 bolts that protrude from the back of it. We're now ready to reinstall our faceplate. We're going to take our nuts, hold the keypad up with one hand, and then start the nuts onto the bolts from the back side by hand. With all of the nuts started, we can now once again tighten up all 4 of our nuts. We can now reinstall our ribbon cable. To do this, feed the ribbon cable up the left side of the machine toward the control board. Once it's fed up to meet the other end of the ribbon cable, we can simply plug it back in. Just make sure the 2 smooth sides are facing the same direction, and then you can tuck it away. We're now ready to reinstall our coin Mac. If you look at the side of it, you'll notice that it has 2 tabs located on it. These 2 tabs insert in slots in the side of the vending machine door. Put it into place, you place the coin Mac in, and then you'll line the 2 tabs up at the slots in the door and allow it to drop down onto the slots. We'll then replace our 3 Phillips screws that hold it into place. Be sure you hook the ground wire back up that goes onto the first screw of the coin Mac. With everything reinstalled, we can now turn our control board power back on. After the machine goes through its initial startup, it will be back in service. Thank you very much for watching.